Hello guys, how are you? How have you been? How's your weekend? It's been a minute since I've uploaded a YouTube video. So I've been caught up with with some stuff, my personal stuff. But now I'm back to it. So now without further ado, let's get right back into it. If you're new to the channel, my name is Laurent. You can call me Black. Welcome to the Black Forex Academy, where we upload content on trading, which I believe will be of value to you. So if you're not subscribed yet, be sure to do so. Now, we're going to start in this video with looking at the fundamentals of the week, then move on to the technicals, obviously, of the major pairs, some indices, and commodities. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into it. So today it's Monday. The New Zealand dollar is going to have a holiday because it's Labor Day for them. New Zealand, I don't know why it's on the 25th of October. For the rest of the world, I believe it's on the 1st of May. So for New Zealand, it's today. So the New Zealand is going to have, some low volatility. Okay, tomorrow on Tuesday, we're going to have consumer confidence for the US, new home sales, and CPI for the Aussie, the strongest news of the day, obviously. On Wednesday, we're going to have core durable orders for the US, CAD interest rate, the strongest event of the day and the week, US crude oil's Japanese press conference, CAD, excuse me, and then Japanese monetary policy statement, right? That's more of the press conference for the CAD is more of a speech. So, and the JPY is a statement. So not that much impact. So the interest rate will be the strongest. On Thursday, we're going to have interest rate for the euro being the strongest, right? Strongest event of the day. The US GDP, second strongest for the day. And then we have retail sales for the Aussie, another strong event for Thursday. So on Thursday, it's going to be very volatile in the market. On Friday, we have the Euro CPI and the CAD GDP. So obviously, this is the last trading week of the month. So that means there are also going to be very crazy moves, fundamental moves this week and the coming week because it's the first week of the month. So we have to be very careful whenever placing trades, right? So now let's look into the technicals, let's see what's up. Starting off with the US dollar. As you can see here, my bias is bearish generally in this currency pair until prices hit around here, 11,900, right? So this is the US dollar 4 hours, I believe it has hit the first, second touch, third touch with a resistance confluence. And now I want to see prices push low until here, break below, and then give me more bearish move to around 11,900. So that's my bias on the US dollar, right? That's my bias on the US dollar. We have the EURUSD. My bias in this pair is actually bullish. I'm waiting to see prices break above here, give me a retest, and then prices push higher all the way up there to around 1.1900. But I'll be waiting for a breakout first before I actually pull the trigger, because if it doesn't break out here, then this resistance is actually shown to be very strong. So I won't be taking the trade, right? GBPUSD, obviously, same bias as US, EURUSD. Third touch on a resistance on a support level, which confluences with this resistance, although it hasn't been hit yet. But what I want to remind you is that a trend line is also a resistance. It's just a diagonal resistance. And one of the characteristics of a support and resistance area is that it's not a line, rather it's a zone. So that means this right here, we can actually say it's, let's try and put it this way. We can actually say it's, my bad. I'm trying to look for that. Okay, so I couldn't find it. Anyways, it's a zone. It's a zone. So obviously here we can actually consider it as though this trend line is already hit, right? Because it's a zone. So I'll be expecting to see prices push all the way until here, and then After they break above here, then I'll be waiting to see prices push around here until at around 1.42. That's GBPUSD. We have USDJPY. So obviously it's going to confluence with the USD. So right now I'm expecting to see prices keep falling until here, this minor resistance. And then after that, I want to see prices push even lower to around here. So that's my bias on this currency pair, obviously. And right now it just broke this minor resistance, and then it gave us another sweet retest. So if this candle closes, I might be looking to take short trades to around here. Obviously, I believe the risk to reward will be sweet. I believe the risk to reward will be nice. So if I place my order there, it's a 1:3.5. That's 7% increment by a 2% risk. That's a great trade. That's a great trade. So I'll be looking into that when this 4-hour candle closes. Let's look at USDCHF. Obviously, it has fallen crazy. It fell like crazy since last week. My bias was that it kept falling from this point here to around here. And it did so. And I'm still expecting to see prices keep pushing low until somewhere around here. So that's my bias on USDCHF. That's my bias on USDCHF, right? Now, let's take a look into gold. Excuse me. Let's take a look into gold. Gold, obviously, bullish biased, right? Makes sense. If the US is losing value, obviously, gold is the safe haven. So it's obviously going to be gaining value. So first up, I'll be waiting to see prices reach here, and then my second target will be around here. Or prices will tap into 1900. That will be an interesting place to take profits. So yeah. Now let's also look into volatility 75. So volatility 75 right now, prices are in this inside this triangle pattern, right? On the top side, it has hit 4 times. On the lower side, it's hit 3 times. But then today, as you can see, it's not even half yet the day, and prices have already engulfed this bearish candlestick for yesterday. Now, looking at it into the weekly perspective, from a weekly perspective, you can see that last week prices engulfed this bear bullish candle, not fully engulfing, but it was an inside candle closing over like 90% of this bullish candlestick. So that means it might give us a good reversal, right? So now coming back to the daily scale, I'll be expecting to see prices keep pushing lower based off that weekly candle. So and prices break below this trend line, give us a nice retest so that we can actually, keep on pushing lower. So that's my general bias on the currency pairs and this index called volatility 75. Without further ado, guys, if this video has been of help, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe so that you won't miss out on future content. Until next time, guys, this was your host, this was your mentor, this was your homeboy, Black. Peace and love. Let's have a great trading.